So this exercise is kind of weird, but it's still pretty fun. I went outside, got a big old bag full of dirt and grime, and just a bunch of other nature objects when I was finding my bigger nature object. But we're gonna take the subtractive exercise and use this big old bag of stuff. So I'm gonna put this out on my piece of paper, just fan it all out, and then start to subtract from this stuff self-portraits. So again, I'm positioned in front of my mirror. I have my bag of stuff. I guess let's just dump it out there and see what happens. Wow, okay. Let's try to get this like a little bit uniform. Oh, that kind of worked out nicely. Like all this stuff looks like my hat up there. Okay. And I even have like some accent objects here too. So we could do this a couple ways. We could either use our finger, or I kind of like the idea of just like taking some of these objects and using those as the subtractive element themselves. So this looks cool for something thinner lines. Maybe, I don't know, maybe this for like the bigger stuff. We can always change. Okay, now I'm gonna scrunch down on the floor like an old man and try to, this one, when you're looking at the mirror, again, like make sure you're kind of blocking out these like bigger light elements. If you find some other way to kind of distill this, then go for it. But we could just rely on the picture. This subtractiveness too is like not quite like the eraser, because I think it's all right to cheat and like push some more stuff back. So it's maybe not all subtractive and more kind of just pushing around of stuff. Let me get these. I'm kind of got sucked into looking at detail too much. So let me get these big shapes first. Okay, bigger, getting some bigger shapes. And again, with these, like we're gonna, it's fun to like get out of like in front of your computer and do this stuff, but we are like really teaching us to like look at stuff just differently, and seeing where, and we'll be able to like again extract a bunch of this stuff to actually use in our illustration, or just use like the feeling kind of this stuff. Sometimes when you do this too, it's good to be in like have a lot of light to create a lot of different types of shadows, and then you could like really see some of the like the different like bigger shapes. And okay, I mean, I think that's like a good idea of like what you can do with this. When I take a picture of this, like there's like just so much texture here. Like we can look at how these different shapes play together. Like once I take a picture, bring this to Photoshop, adjust the levels, we could pull out some textures from it. But we can even think of like within Photoshop or some of like Illustrator, we could like thinking of creating an illustration like the kind of same way of like a collage of all this shit and just like, sorry, a collage of all this like different elements and how like work together actually to compose like an illustration instead of just drawing a vector shape. But I'm gonna take a picture of this. Oh, here's some other rocks I found. These are just cool. You could like, I don't know, decorate them. Cool. You could use like, I just use my phone camera most of the time. It will like actually take a good enough picture where I could still extract, scan it in, or not scan it in, create traced artwork from the image. Cool. So we're all done.